Slow, my dear friends. Welcome back to our channel. My dear seniors living in the old age home. Today we will talk about a very important topic, how to encourage conversation and sharing. Living in an old age home means sharing space, time, and daily life with many different personalities. Some residents are naturally talkative, others are quiet and reserved. Some carry beautiful life stories in their hearts, but rarely speak about them. Encouraging conversation and sharing is one of the most powerful ways to build connection, reduce loneliness, and create a warm, supportive community. Conversation is not just about talking, it is about listening with patience, understanding with compassion, and creating a safe space where everyone feels respected and valued. The first step to encouraging conversation is creating a welcoming atmosphere. A gentle smile can open more doors than a long speech. When you greet someone, use their name. Saying, "Good morning, Sarah," feels much more personal than a simple hello. When people feel recognized, they feel important. And when they feel important, they are more willing to share. Ask open-ended questions. Instead of asking, "Are you okay?" try asking, "What was the nicest part of your day today?" Open questions invite longer responses and meaningful conversation. They encourage storytelling rather than short answers. Choose positive and comfortable topics at the beginning. Talk about favorite childhood memories, favorite foods, old festivals, school days, or family traditions. Safe and happy topics help shy residents feel relaxed. Create small conversation circles instead of large groups. Some seniors feel nervous speaking in front of many people. A group of 4 or 5 residents allows everyone to participate comfortably. Practice active listening. When someone is speaking, look at them. Nod gently. Do not interrupt. Respond with phrases like, "That sounds wonderful," or "Please tell us more." Feeling heard builds confidence. Encourage storytelling sessions once or twice a week. Every senior in an old age home has lived through decades of experiences, careers, marriages, friendships, struggles, and achievements. These stories are treasures. When shared, they create connection and respect. You can also use simple conversation prompts. Write questions on small paper cards, such as, "What was your favorite holiday as a child? Who inspired you most in your life? What is one lesson you learned the hard way?" These prompts make it easier for people who struggle to start conversations. Always respect silence. Some residents need more time to think. Silence does not mean refusal. It often means reflection. Celebrate differences in background and culture. Encourage residents to share traditions from their hometowns. This builds understanding and appreciation. Avoid sensitive topics like politics or personal conflicts that may create tension. Mealtimes are perfect for light conversation. Sitting together and sharing food naturally opens dialogue. Organize theme days, like Memory Monday or Thankful Thursday, where each resident shares something related to the theme. Gently invite quieter residents to speak by saying, "Would you like to share something too?" But always respect their choice if they prefer to listen. Praise participation. A simple thank you for sharing that beautiful memory makes people feel appreciated. Encourage humor. Laughter reduces tension and makes conversations flow naturally. Share something about yourself as well. When you open up, others feel safer doing the same. Avoid dominating conversations. Leave space for others. Promote kindness. Teach residents to respond with empathy and without judgment. Arrange chairs in a circle instead of rows. Circular seating encourages equality and openness. Keep conversation sessions short and enjoyable to avoid tiredness. Support residents with hearing difficulties by speaking clearly and slowly. Encourage writing for those who prefer expressing thoughts on paper. Celebrate birthdays with sharing sessions about favorite life moments. Invite residents to talk about life lessons they learned. Encourage gratitude sharing at the end of each gathering. Allow emotional sharing too. Sometimes talking about sadness can be healing. Offer comfort if someone becomes emotional. Create a suggestion box for future discussion topics. Keep group rules simple. Listen, respect, and speak kindly. Encourage small applause after someone shares a meaningful story. Remind everyone that every voice matters. Conversation builds trust. Sharing builds friendship. Friendship reduces loneliness. And reduced loneliness improves emotional and even physical health. In an old age home, Daily routines can sometimes feel repetitive, but conversation adds color to ordinary days. It creates anticipation, strengthens bonds. It makes residents feel alive and connected. When seniors feel heard, they feel valued. When they feel valued, they feel happier. Encouraging conversation does not require special education or training. It only requires warmth, patience, and consistency. Be the person who invites others to speak. Be the one who listens with genuine interest. Be the one who says, "I would love to hear your story." Because every senior carries a lifetime of experiences that deserve to be heard. And when those experiences are shared, the old age home becomes more than just a building. How to make friends with new residents. Making friends at any age is a beautiful experience. But in an old age home, friendship becomes even more meaningful. When a new resident arrives, they may feel nervous, unsure, or even lonely. A simple act of kindness from you can completely change their experience. Making friends with new residents is not about being perfect or saying the right words. It is about being welcoming, patient, and genuine. The first step is a warm greeting. When you see a new face, smile and introduce yourself clearly. Say something simple like, "Hello, my name is Margaret. I've been living here for 2 years. It's nice to meet you." A warm introduction reduces anxiety immediately. Remember that moving into an old age home can feel overwhelming. The new resident may miss their home, family, or routine. So be gentle. Avoid asking too many personal questions at once. Give them space, while also showing that you care. Offer practical help. You can say, "If you need help finding the dining hall or activity room, I'd be happy to show you." Simple guidance builds trust quickly. Invite them to sit with you during meals. Eating alone can increase loneliness. Sharing a table creates an instant opportunity for conversation. Start with light topics. Ask where they are from or what hobbies they enjoy. Safe and friendly questions make conversation easier. Listen more than you speak. When new residents talk, they may share worries or concerns. Listen patiently without interrupting. Feeling heard creates connection. Introduce them to other residents slowly. You might say, "This is James. He also loves gardening." Connecting people through common interests helps friendships grow naturally. Include them in activities. Invite them to join game afternoons, craft sessions, or group walks. Even if they decline at first, keep inviting them kindly. Be patient. Some people need time to adjust. They may seem quiet or distant in the beginning. Do not take it personally. Share a little about yourself. When you open up, it makes the other person feel safer doing the same. Avoid gossip or negative comments about the facility or other residents. First impressions matter. Encourage positivity. Reassure them by saying, "It may take a little time, but you'll start feeling comfortable here." Offer small gestures of kindness, like bringing them a cup of tea or saving them a seat during activities. Respect cultural and personality differences. Every person has unique habits and preferences. Use their name when speaking to them. It creates warmth and familiarity. Invite them for short hallway walks. Walking side by side often makes conversation easier than sitting face to face. Celebrate their birthday if it comes soon after arrival. It shows they belong. Share useful information gently, such as activity schedules or doctor visit routines. Encourage them to decorate their room to feel more at home. Ask about their favorite music or books. Shared interests build bonds. Be consistent. One greeting is nice. Repeated kindness builds friendship. If they seem sad, offer comfort but do not force them to talk. Laugh together when possible. Laughter builds closeness. Support them during their first few group activities. Encourage other residents to be welcoming to remember your own first day. Think about how you felt. Use that memory to guide your kindness. Friendship in old age is powerful. It reduces loneliness. It lowers stress. It improves mood. It creates emotional security. New residents often feel vulnerable. Your kindness can become their anchor. Even a short daily conversation matters. Over time, small interactions grow into strong friendships. Do not rush the process. Trust takes time. Comfort grows slowly, but once friendship forms, it brings deep joy. In an old age home, community is everything. A welcoming environment creates peace. When new residents feel included, the whole facility becomes warmer. Be the person who reaches out first. Be the one who says, "You are not alone here." Because sometimes, all it takes to make a friend is a smile, a seat at the table, and a kind heart. Fun morning rituals for seniors. Mornings set the tone for the entire day. In an old age home, where routines can sometimes feel repetitive, creating fun and meaningful morning rituals can bring fresh energy, positivity, and purpose to each day. A good morning routine does not have to be complicated. It just needs to be gentle, joyful, and consistent. When seniors begin their day with intention, the whole atmosphere changes. Instead of waking up slowly with worry or boredom, you wake up with direction and calm excitement. Start with a peaceful wake-up moment. Before even getting out of bed, take one slow, deep breath. Stretch your arms gently. Say something positive to yourself, like, "Today is a new opportunity." This small mental habit can brighten your mood instantly. Next, open your curtains if possible. Let natural light fill your room. Sunlight naturally improves mood and helps regulate sleep patterns. If weather allows, open a window slightly for fresh air. Fresh air makes you feel alive and refreshed. After freshening up, create a simple gratitude ritual. Think of one thing you are thankful for. It could be your health, a friend, your family, or simply another day to experience life. Gratitude builds emotional strength. Music can also be part of your morning ritual. Play a favorite soft song while getting dressed. Music stimulates the brain and lifts spirits. Make your bed neatly. This simple action creates a sense of accomplishment early in the day. It gives you control and structure. Enjoy your morning tea or coffee slowly. Do not rush. Sit comfortably and focus on the warmth of the cup. This mindful moment helps reduce anxiety. If possible, include light stretching in your routine. Gentle neck rolls, shoulder lifts, and seated stretches improve circulation and flexibility. You do not need intense exercise, just small movements to wake up the body. Morning greetings are powerful. Say good morning warmly to fellow residents. A friendly greeting spreads positivity throughout the hallway. Consider starting a morning smile habit. When you see someone, smile genuinely. Smiles are contagious and create an uplifting atmosphere. Join or create a short morning group ritual. This could be a 5-minute breathing session, a shared prayer, or simply reading an inspiring quote together. Write a short note in a journal. It can be one sentence about how you feel or what you plan to do that day. Plan one small goal for the day. It might be calling a family member, finishing a puzzle, or taking a short walk. Having something to look forward to increases motivation. Morning conversations during breakfast are also part of a fun ritual. Sit with the same small group if possible and share one positive thought before eating. If the facility allows, spend a few minutes outdoors in the morning. Sunlight and nature sounds create calmness. Practice positive affirmations. Say softly, "I am strong. I am grateful. I am peaceful." Keep your routine simple so it feels enjoyable, not stressful. Encourage laughter early in the day. Share a light joke during breakfast. Avoid starting the day with negative news or stressful conversations. Drink a glass of water in the morning to stay hydrated. Organize your room briefly so your environment feels clean and fresh. Wear comfortable clothes that make you feel good. Compliment someone during your morning routine. Spend 1 minute reflecting on a happy memory. Practice mindful breathing for 3 slow breaths. Set a calm pace. There is no need to rush. Fun morning rituals improve emotional well-being. They reduce stress. They increase energy. They improve social connection. They create structure. They give purpose. When seniors develop consistent morning habits, they feel more in control of their day. A joyful morning often leads to a peaceful afternoon. Small rituals create big impact. You do not need expensive tools or complicated plans. You only need intention. You only need consistency. Even simple actions like stretching, smiling, or expressing gratitude can transform your day. 2. In an old age home, where daily life may sometimes feel similar, morning rituals add freshness. They create anticipation. They bring connection. They build positivity. They remind you that every sunrise is a gift. Every morning is a new beginning. No matter your age, you can start each day with joy. How to stay calm during stressful days. Stress does not disappear with age. Even in an old age home, where life may seem quieter, there are still moments of worry, frustration, or emotional discomfort. A medical appointment might cause anxiety. A change in routine might feel unsettling. A misunderstanding with another resident might disturb your peace. Stressful days are normal, but staying calm during those days is a skill you can learn and practice. The first thing to remember is this: stress is a reaction, not a permanent condition. It comes and goes. When you understand that stress is temporary, it becomes less frightening. Start with your breathing. When you feel tension rising, pause. Take one slow breath in through your nose. Hold it for a few seconds, then slowly exhale through your mouth. Repeat this 3 to 5 times. Deep breathing sends a message to your body that you are safe. It lowers your heart rate and relaxes your muscles. Create a pause habit. Before reacting to a stressful situation, count slowly from 1 to 5. This short pause prevents emotional outbursts and helps you respond calmly instead of reacting quickly. Keep your voice gentle. When you speak calmly, your mind begins to calm down as well. A soft tone reduces conflict and encourages peaceful communication. Remind yourself that not every problem needs immediate action. Some situations resolve naturally with time. Patience is powerful. If you feel overwhelmed, change your environment for a few minutes. Step outside if possible. Sit near a window. Walk slowly down the hallway. Physical movement can release built-up tension. Talk to a trusted friend. Sharing your feelings reduces emotional pressure. Choose someone who listens kindly, without judgment. Avoid repeating negative thoughts in your mind. When you notice yourself thinking, "This is terrible," gently replace it with, "I will handle this step by step." Focus on what you can control. You may not control medical results or other people's behavior, but you can control your reaction. Practice grounding techniques. Notice 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can touch. This simple exercise brings your attention back to the present moment. Drink water. Dehydration sometimes increases irritability and fatigue. Rest if needed. Stress feels stronger when you are tired. Use calming activities, like knitting, reading, or listening to soft music. Keep a small notebook where you can write down worries. Writing releases mental tension. Remind yourself of past challenges you overcame. You have lived through many decades of experiences. You are stronger than you think. Avoid engaging in arguments. If a conversation becomes heated, step away politely. Encourage positive self-talk. Say, "I am calm. I am capable." Limit exposure to stressful news. Spend time in sunlight if possible. Practice gentle stretching to release physical tension. Smile intentionally. Even a small smile sends calming signals to the brain. Create a short daily relaxation routine, maybe 5 minutes of quiet sitting after lunch. Organize your room to create a peaceful environment. Keep your belongings neat to reduce unnecessary frustration. Avoid rushing. Move slowly and mindfully. Accept that some days are harder than others. Forgive yourself for feeling stressed. Encourage humor. Sometimes laughter reduces stress quickly. Pray or meditate if that brings you comfort. Listen to nature sounds. Focus on gratitude even during difficulty. Remember that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Stressful days are part of life, even in an old age home. But calmness is a choice. It is built through small daily habits. When you practice breathing, patience, positive thinking, and kindness toward yourself, stress loses its power. Staying calm protects your heart. It protects your relationships. It protects your emotional well-being. And when you stay calm, you also influence those around you. Your peaceful presence can calm an entire room. Your gentle response can prevent conflict. Your patience can inspire others. You may not control every stressful situation, but you can control how you move through it. And every time you choose calm over panic, you strengthen your inner peace. How to appreciate your life every day. As we grow older and live in an old age home, it is easy to focus on what has changed: physical strength, independence, routines, or family distance. But today, let us gently shift our focus. Instead of thinking about what is missing, let us think about what is still here. Appreciating your life every day is one of the most powerful ways to feel peaceful, fulfilled, and emotionally strong. Appreciation begins with awareness. Many times, we rush through the day without noticing small blessings. But when we slow down, we begin to see that life is still full of meaningful moments. Start your day with one simple thought: I am still here. Waking up each morning is a gift. After decades of experiences, challenges, and victories, you are still breathing, still thinking, still feeling. That alone is something to appreciate. Appreciate your journey. You have lived through times of change, growth, and transformation. You have learned lessons that younger generations are still discovering. Your life story is valuable. Even the difficult chapters shaped your strength and wisdom. Appreciate your abilities, even if they are different from before. Maybe you walk slower now. Maybe you need glasses, but you can still smile. You can still speak. You can still connect with others. Focus on what works instead of what has weakened. In an old age home, appreciation can begin with your surroundings. Notice the comfort of your bed, the safety of your room, the meals prepared for you, the staff who assist you. These daily supports deserve recognition. Practice gratitude daily. Each morning or evening, think of 3 things you are thankful for. They do not need to be big. A warm cup of tea, a friendly conversation, a sunny afternoon. Small blessings matter. Appreciate friendships around you. Other residents share similar experiences. Their presence brings companionship. A simple laugh together can brighten your entire day. So appreciate nature. Look at the sky. Feel the sunlight. Listen to birds. Nature reminds us that life continues beautifully. Avoid comparing your current life to the past. Every stage of life has its own beauty. Youth brings energy. Old age brings wisdom and reflection. Appreciate quiet moments. Silence is not emptiness. It is peace.